Hello everybody, I hope I'm audible right now. Just a sec. So the overall goal is to give 4 hours to this particular project, ultimately any project that I'm actually working on, and that is why I'm back live again, and this live is gonna be around 3 hours long, so that at least this particular goal or target is achieved, and after that we will be going through some other things. So I hope it does make sense. And without any further delay, if something doesn't come up, then of course we will be getting done as soon as possible, otherwise we'll see what happens. So this is how it's gonna be going on, and let me turn off the chat. The thing is that we have to just finish this project as soon as possible, and if I really want to get it done as soon as possible, then of course I have to even focus on the UI part as well. As for the business logic, we will be getting it done very soon. Okay, so when it comes to the UI part, so in the dark mode everything looks great, but the thing is that as soon as I turn on the light, great at all after that. So what I'll be doing here, that is I have to make it compatible with both the themes. In that case, let me go to the dashboard page first of all, and let's work on things one by one in all of them. So first is the dashboard page, so this is the one, and over here what is happening, the top button is fine, in the right now everything's fine, and in this particular case at least these two things look great, and apart from these two things, start button and nothing's visible. So wherever I'm using color forcefully text white, that is not visible at all. In that case, going at the top, new meeting, and this join button, BTN outline, and I think this would be better everywhere. So BTN primary is fine here. I'm using BTN outline, outline, but still it looks like this. Over here it's kind of okay, but if I turn on the dark mode, it still remains the same, and that's problematic. So what can I do in that case? So ultimately what I have to do, in the dark mode, I have to turn on the text white, that's it. This is how I have to go ahead. So whenever there is dark mode, it's gonna be text white, otherwise it will not be text white. By the way, this should be executable, this one. If I do it directly, it works. In the dark mode, if it I do it like this, text white, it doesn't seem to be working. Interesting. So what can I do now? It is mainly because it's inside the card content and it looks like this, probably. So if I make it div, it will start behaving the right way, right? So if I just simply remove this particular part from here, and combining two UIs makes it worse. Yeah, that's right. So using card, that is the problem. So if I don't use the card, then it looks fine. So that's the main problem. I'm using Shadow CN as well as Daisy UI, and because of that thing, they don't look good at all. And that's the main problem. So in that case, I'll have to design them like this. Okay. So let's do one thing. I'm gonna be going with the dark mode right now, and by default, dark mode is going to be enabled. What is it? Okay. This is fine. So ultimately, because if I focus on the UI, it's gonna be a lot. So I will be removing even this button. This is just gonna be the dark mode application. And as for this, even the button that I have for the dark mode, I will be removing it from here. And ultimately, I will be removing the themes. And it is mainly because it will take a lot of time, and I don't want to focus on the UI part a lot. Okay, as simple as that. As for the dark mode and light mode, we can work on it later. That's not really a big problem. So this much we have gone with, and what is the next thing? if I go to the dashboard meetings, so overall inside meetings I mean nothing looks fine. Okay, so what can I do? Everything's like this. So let's go to the meeting page if you can get that right. And again, this application is gonna be good only for the dark mode, not for the light mode. Okay, and talking about this meetings page over here, and the first thing that I have here, page title, that is okay. New meeting button I have here, that's also fine. And just below this I have this join meeting option, and this is actually a container that is problematic, so let me make it a div, and hopefully it's gonna be alright. Yeah, it does good. It looks great. And the thing is that if you are combining the two things together, that actually becomes problematic. And I'm combining Daisy UI and shared CN, so they don't behave as expected. So one of them should be used at a time. And let me give it some BTN outline is there. Apart from this particular thing, let me even make it a div. Then things become quite okay. And apart from this particular thing, I need to give it some border color. Border. That's great. So it will have some borders. Not like this. Outline, let's keep it none. Border. Yeah, that's fine, more or less that's good. Okay, so this much I've done. And apart from this particular thing, these buttons are here, so gonna be focusing on only on the dark mode, and we'll be deploying it if I feel like enabling the light mode too. So later I'm gonna be working on that. Apart from this particular thing, instead of directly using text white, if I go to Daisy UI, but in that case I will have to change everything. That's the problem. Like BTN outline works great in this particular section. If I turn on the light mode, it even works great in this way. So this does work, but only when I'm not using shared CN components. Then, and if I'm using shared CN components, it gets problematic. So I can go with the light mode and dark mode only when I'm just working with Daisy UI. So I will have to remove the components and all. That's okay, that can be done too, not really big problem. So ultimately, instead of using the card over here, I need to use just div everywhere, and it will automatically be resolved. So this is how it's gonna be going on, and that's what I wanted, didn't I? Upcoming details, okay, fine. Apart from this particular thing, this is the another one that I have. So let's remove it and use div here. Let's remove it and use div here. Done. Same is gonna be for this. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Hopefully everything's done and things look great. So yeah, this is how it works. And when it comes to past meetings, so there is something called upcoming meeting, there is something called past meeting. Why do I have this option for rejoining it? This rejoin option should not be there. So in that case, that rejoin option button that I have, I will be removing it from here. And this is great. Upcoming meetings are gonna be here. And and why do I even have this feature, upcoming meetings? It simply means someone is gonna create the meetings, and whoever creates the meeting here, that will be here. And this is gonna be mainly for me, so it is not kind of a group type something where people are someone creates the meeting and others are gonna be joining and all. So for now, I'm gonna be even keeping it simple in the sense, schedule section, remove it, meeting section, remove this. Ultimately these two things I'm gonna be removing. Recent meetings, it's okay to have it here. So if I have any meeting, I'm gonna be saving it in the database, and these two options I will be removing. Meeting history, it's good to have that. Scheduling option needs to be removed. Simply doing it because this is not such an application where there is an instructor, that instructor creates the meeting and then others are gonna be joining the meeting and all. So it's not like that, and because of that thing it's no use having it here. Okay, so this is the meeting page. Let's simply remove this card type from here, meetings, and from here, from this meeting section, upcoming, and these things need to be removed. Ultimately, why do we even have this meeting page here? Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. So even having it here doesn't really make any sense, so I'm going to be removing it, of course. And apart from this particular thing, let's go to the navbar, and this way even I won't have to work on a lot of things. And the thing is that this doesn't really make sense. You should create the meeting when there are other participants, right, when they can actually join the meeting. So this is not such a platform where you will create it and others are going to be joining that. It's like you are going to be creating the meeting, you will be sharing the link, and this is how it works, right? So that is why. Okay, don't blame me for that, but it will make the work even faster. It could be probability that it can be done today itself, so yeah, why not? And apart from this particular thing, let me go to the home page. Home page looks like this, everything's fine here. And if I go to the dashboard page, so dashboard page looks like this, and let me go to the dashboard page over here. And in this particular section, when it comes to the dashboard page, from I mean, this time onwards I will not be focusing on the UI part a lot. Most of the things can be done by AI, so I will be getting the UI section at least done with AI. UI in the sense, just will be getting the front end ready, and that's it. Remaining things I will be writing on my own. But let's see what's gonna happen in the future. Enter join. What do I have to do? First of all, wherever I'm using these cards, I have to use div over there, so that the style of the DG UI gets implemented. Same thing needs to be done here, and same thing needs to be done here as well. Don't combine them. I combined, and then shared CN UI and then DG UI, they just simply collide. This hopefully it's gonna be working fine, and this is how it looks like. What is the next thing? Wherever I'm using text white, I'm gonna stop using text white here. This is right now not needed, because hopefully it will be working fine, and it turns out yeah, it is. And then this button that I have here, it's gonna be the same again. Button. This text white is not needed. And hopefully by the time this meeting ends, we will have covered almost everything. Let's see. Why do this schedule meeting? I mean, this is not needed. We will not be scheduling it, so let's simply remove it. What else? So this particular thing is done. We will definitely work on such kind of a feature where, I mean, there is an instructor. That instructor schedules the meeting. Other participants can see the meeting that has been scheduled, and this way they will be just simply working on the things. But again, that is yet to be done. Meeting history, I will be able to see that recent meetings. That's okay. Recent meetings are gonna be here, and the rejoin button is not gonna be there. If the meeting has ended, that's okay. You will only be able to see the history. That's it. So this rejoin button that I have, no use to have it here. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And schedules, go to the navbar, remove that option. So navbar, scheduling stuff. I've removed something extra, and I have to remove only one, and that is this one. Dashboard is gonna be there. Join meeting is gonna be there. As for this schedule page, okay, dashboard. I'll be, whichever pages I have, I'll be at least trying to make them look better. That's it. The profile section, this kind of profile section I have, this is fine. Settings, change password, update password, full name, all these things. You can enable mute microphone when joining meeting, turn off camera when joining meeting. This is fine, that works. Light mode, dark mode, okay, that's fine, it will be working great. And few things that I need to change here. So I'm okay with this. I can even log out from here dashboard. And if I turn on the light mode, this is fine, but this is not. So how about coming back here, and I have some cards here, right? Like this is one of the cards just below this. So if I just simply make it a card, will it have some style? It doesn't seem to having any style. In that case, let me do one thing. Border, I already have border base 300. Probably if border base is already 300, so why am I not getting any effect here? Yeah, there is no effect at all. If I turn on the light mode, then there is some effect. Border base 300. Let me go to Daisy UI, look for some of the designs and all. Okay, hopefully that's gonna be something useful. Components, not even components. Okay, let's click on this. I mean, look for the colors. So I have base 300 over here. That actually changes. So what should I use? Base content, right? It changes that per the UI. Light mode. Yeah, base content. In the light mode it becomes light. That becomes problematic. So base content would be enough here. Border base content. How about like this? So if I actually come here, it looks like this. If I turn on this, that's fine. Rounded large. Alrighty then, this is not bad. Again, keeping in mind, I know the UI is not that good. I could have created the UI like this on my own as well. Why did I even take the help of ChatGPT? But okay, never mind. This much is fine. Doesn't matter how it looks, but some way or the other, it doesn't look even bad. And then dashboard join meeting is here, and then profile is here. Apart from this particular thing, even this one is not working well. I'm not setting the state in the UI. I mean in the local host. So that is something I need to get it done. By default, it will have dark mode, and then let's go to the profile section. Profile section looks like this. Turn on the light mode. It rather looks like this. So ultimately, components, shared CN components are being used over here, and that is why it is the combination of these two. So these are the cards of shared CN. So in that case, I can directly make it a card, can't I? So if I come to the dashboard, I can make it a card, but at the end of the day, it will look really bad. And this is gonna be card content. Yeah, it won't make any difference, so let's keep it simple, just like this. Needs to be imported from @u. Okay, that's already here, I think, but that's fine. Okay with this much. Oh, there is a difference. If there is a card content, so it sort of looks like this. Never mind, let's keep it like this only. Apart from this particular thing, if I go to the profile page, so when it comes to profile page, ultimately shared CN components are being used. That's it. So either use shared CN or use Daisy UI. Don't use them together. Otherwise, you will face issues with that. Profile. This is fine. The name is gonna be here, and ultimately I can save the changes anytime. That's sort of okay. Meeting hosted, meeting joined, meeting time. I can click on it, edit profile, and this is gonna be visible, right? So this is gonna be conditional. Okay. And apart from this particular thing, how about just simply removing this card from here? Let's simply keep a div. Ultimately what I mean, I'm not gonna be using a daisy UI. Div, it will not make any difference. It needs to be avatar image anyhow. That simply means it needs to be avatar as well. Can we keep it simple? Let's go with this light mode only. I mean, if we start working on the light mode and dark mode, it's tedious. Seriously, I don't even like working on these types of things. It's better to just simply work on the logic part rather than just simply working on this particular stuff. Let me make this setting section better. And in the navbar section, what do I have? This light mode option, right? Let me fix it forever. Moon, sun, and then toggle theme. Done. So this is how it's gonna be going on. I'm gonna be removing this. I will only be going with this dark thing for now. This is not such a project where I need to keep both the things in mind. And apart from this particular thing, I want to get it done really quick. So let's go to the setting page. I'm already inside this, and setting page, how many things I have. This thing I don't need to have, and light mode, dark mode, these two things I need to remove it, and overall things are fine. So password setting, that is fine. Meeting preferences, well, don't really need that. And theme settings, I don't really need this as well. Alrighty, so this is our danger zone. Let me make it a normal div. So this is how it looks like. Border here, padding is gonna be around 3. Rounded is gonna be medium or something, or large. As for this card header, I'm gonna be keeping it simple. This title itself is gonna be simple, doesn't really matter. And card content, let's keep it div. As for this button, this is gonna be a normal button. So alrighty, this is how it's gonna be looking like. Not the worst thing ever. Okay, so setting is done. Profile, everything okay. Again in the profile section as well, I'm facing the same issue. So let's go here at the end, wherever I'm using this, let's keep it normal div, and let's keep it a normal button. That's fine. Apart from this particular thing, give it some padding. So padding is gonna be around 3, and rounded is gonna be large. So this is actually gonna be looking like. That's more or less okay. I'm using the combination of both strategy and daisy UI. That's the best combination, worst combination actually. Until unless there is actually sense of using that, because if you are using card of strategy and using button of daisy UI, they're not. I mean, then you will have CSS overlapping on top, so that will not look good. The same thing is actually happening here. These edit buttons, and they are looking like this because of the CSS overlapping only. So what I'll do. Now as I have the things, okay, though even there is CSS overlapping, and because of that thing they look like this. In the profile section, meeting hosted, meeting joined, and meeting time. Meeting time, if I want to calculate the meeting time, I can just simply calculate the duration time, so that can be shown here. So the meeting time can be set, that's fine. The duration can be set there. And meeting joined, how many meetings I joined, that's okay. It will be calculating, keeping the track of that. And meeting hosted, how many meetings I hosted, how many meetings I joined, and what was the time. That's fine. I am gonna be having all of them here. and that's okay. So overall designing part is done. I'm not really gonna be changing a lot of things here. What is the next thing? The next thing is that adding this thing. So there should be a meeting schema, title, started at, ended at, duration. What was the overall duration of the meeting that is going to be set is live. Don't really need this even right now. So that's like this. Scheduling doesn't really make any sense, so let's remove that. So this is what I'm gonna be having it here. And let's talk about the schema. Apart from this particular thing, what am I using for the authentication? I'm using better auth. When using better auth for the authentication, so at that time, package db collections user.ts. Alrighty, it turns out that I'm not really using better auth here. I'm using better auth with Mongo, if I'm not wrong. Let me check it. Yeah, I am using better auth, but with the MongoDB adapter. That's worse. I mean, that's good actually, not worse. So what is the next thing that I can do? First of all, because I'm using Mongo adapter, I cannot really create the schema. So there is nothing as such schema here. So that is the thing that you have to keep in mind. And the another thing is that if there is a user, so I'm already giving it the DB and client, so it will just give me the client once I have the client. I am even, what am I doing here? I'm just simply exporting the auth client from here. I'm exporting the DB. So ultimately from database, collections are being exported. So I have the users collection. I think one more collection I need to create, and that's gonna be the meetings collection. Users collection will have the ID of the meeting. So meeting ID need to be there as well. So let's make it quick. Meetings.ts. I'm gonna be copying and pasting this stuff. What else? So users collection. The thing is that as I'm not using Mongoose, so I will have to do a lot of manual work on my own. Simply like creating the collections too. So db get db, after that create meetings collection. So meetings collection is gonna be created, and apart from this particular thing, that's it, nothing else. That's already been exported. And clients.ts, okay fine, get db, db will be returned from here, index search, so collections users, and similarly export everything. Collections, meetings, just like this. Apart from this particular thing, what is the problem here? Module collections, okay, that's fine, right? So if I go here, that's gonna be meetings collections. Okay, that's great, not getting the error right now. So index.ts, that's being exported from here. Coming back to package.json, I'm exporting everything from here. That means it is overall fine. What is the next thing? Keeping it quick, let's simply focus on the most important part. So once I have this here, it's time to focus on the authentication, and yeah, then you have to even work on the authentication on the user when creating the meeting and all, but okay fine. Coming back to this app, web, normal layout page. So inside app I have this layout.ts, and to provided, that's fine. Light theme not really needed, I'm gonna be working with this only. And apart from this particular thing, there are meeting comes under what? Inside main, right? So the meeting itself need to be here, but then I have this navbar, and navbar should not be in the meeting, so I will have to authenticate it automatically on my own, and that's good stuff too. I can have layout.tsx here as well, layout.tsx rfc, meeting layout, just like this, and it will be getting the children, children, and children, react node. So this thing is done. Once I have them, so I will do nothing, just simply return the children from here, as simple as that. So this thing is done too. Anything else that I need to focus on? Of course I will have to authenticate the user here. So I will be getting that thing done. And apart from this particular thing, meeting, even for authenticating the user, there can be a lot of things done, but let's see how many things we are going to be getting done here. First of all, API, it needs to be checked, layout.tsx. Let me this time uncomment them. Session API, this is gonna be the server side page, especially if you have to check the session, check it on the server side. So auth API get session headers, and if session does not exist, in that case redirect the user to the, not just the session, session.user. So if there's no user, let's keep it like this. If there is no user, redirect the user to the home page, just like this. Same thing I'm gonna be doing here. So inside meeting, layout, keep it here. First of all, let's make it async. Layout should be async, that's fine. Auth, this needs to be imported from @repo auth. Headers needs to be imported from next headers. Redirect needs to be imported from next navigation, and that is it. So this will be authenticated as well. So meeting is going to be authenticated, and if there is no user, in that case what, redirect it to the home page. That makes sense. Coming back to this one, auth and layout, auth layout, let me uncomment this as well, or let me just come on, Control Z, uncomment this, and this time let me replace this all with, oh, I don't really have that copied, never mind. So const user is gonna be session.user. This thing is done. I think the right time has come when I actually start taking the help of AI, as simple as that. Because if I keep writing the things, it's gonna be taking a lot of time. Taking the help of AI in the work that I know, if I give time, then that will be done for sure, just like that. It's not like taking the help of AI in everything. If I know something already well, so I should take the help of AI there, especially in the UI part. Basic UI I can get ready, or at least I can get the design ready, and then I can write the UI code for that too. So some way or the other, that needs to be done. I think the good way would be this, that get the design ready, Figma design ready, you know, by the AI, and then create that on your own. Even that's not a bad idea. In that case, if there is no user, redirect the user to the dashboard page. If there is a user, sorry. So the user already exists, in that case redirect the user to the dashboard page. If there is no session, some kind of session should be there, don't you think so? Session, if there is no session, then what? Let me get rid of this. As for this session, I know this does exist. So this is how I will be going ahead. And apart from this particular thing, nothing else as such. So this much I have done. Authentication will be done by BetterAuth itself. So BetterAuth will be saving the values and all. And now if I want to save some things, so how will I do that? How signing up is done. There's nothing I'm doing inside sign up, so keep that particular thing in mind. I just have this auth client, and now if I want to save some data and all, so how will I be doing that? This auth client that I have, this is just for what? This is just for authentication, and this is actually provided by BetterAuth. It will be doing its job. Apart from this particular thing, the DB that I have here, packages, DB, and from DB what am I returning? From DB I'm actually returning the client. index.ts. I have client, I have getDB, and I have collections, users. These are the collections that I have. And as I have these collections here, meetings collection dot, this doesn't work. How about the client that I have? Client dot what am I using here? I'm using Mongo client, right? Mongo client. Node.js driver. So what happens here? I get the client, got it. Once I got the client, after that await client dot connect. I need to connect the client, and once that is connected, client dot db admin. What the hell? Database admin. What is the command? Command is ping is gonna be this. Connection guide. What does it mean? Go to. Okay, fine. Await collection. Execute a find query. So what exactly do I have to do from the beginning? Client, new Mongo client URI. So ultimately using this I got the client. Okay, once I got the client, after that the collection listings my key. So ultimately I created the connection as well. Let's not worry about that. Await collection find. So the collection that I have to run these queries there, and this is how I have to just simply go ahead. Will it work? So suppose I have this meeting collections over here, and so ultimately what am I doing? Get DB, so I'm getting the database from the DB. DB from the database. Apart from this particular thing, db.create collection is created. So I already have meetings collection. So if I just simply say await meetings collection dot, what is the next thing? Once I have the collection dot find, and I will be running some queries. What is the problem here? Find does not exist on type promise collection document. What all I'm exporting from here? I'm exporting the collections, I'm exporting DB, I'm exporting this. .env. First of all, let me run this as well. Google Meet DB, right? So stop it. Docker process status, permission denied. Desktop is not on. Sudo docker process status. 341. Local control, okay. Process status for all. So I have MongoDB. So sudo docker start MongoDB. This has started, and apart from this particular thing, I don't know how am I gonna be saving the values in the database using this. Let's see how it's gonna be going on. First of all, close everything, and now as for the authentication, authentication should be working here. So let's see. Mongo's meetings collection is not. Where is this? TurboDef. Let's simply run it again. Coming back to this, reload the page. Okay. WebSocket server, everything seems to be working right. Compiling the dashboard. Let's simply make it work. Okay, done. Dashboard is here. Now even I have these buttons, but let's not worry about this. I am not logged in yet. So slash, if I go to the dashboard page, I cannot visit the dashboard page, right? I will have to sign up first of all. Wow. A tree hided, but some attributes the server vendor did not match. I cannot use directly link over here on the server side. That's the problem. And apart from this particular thing, the next thing is that session.user. If the user is type to dashboard digest, cannot read the properties of reading user. Interesting. Let's get the things done one by one. First of all, the dashboard means that dashboard or the home page. Somewhere I'm having that. Maybe home page. Home page. Am I using link over here? Yeah, this is what the problem is. So by default, if on the server side, if it gets re-rendered, that gets problematic. So handle join meeting, just like this. And once I have this, so whenever I handle create meeting, sorry, just like this. Coming back to this one, I already have handle join meeting here. Handle create meeting. How will I be creating the meeting? Simply, when it comes to creating a meeting, in that case, I already have the meeting ID. So router dot push slash meeting slash meeting ID. First of all, this error should be gone. So reload the page. Okay, home page. The failed link but got a function installed. On click enter create meeting. Okay, coming back to this, should not be a link anymore, so let's even get rid of this now. As for this button, on click handle create meeting. So this is how it looks like. If I go to the sign page, I cannot visit the sign page. Why? Mainly because can't read the properties of reading user, so they are unable to find the user. The user is can't read the properties of null reading user. Session is not there. Interesting. As the session is not there, so there is no user, that gets problematic. In that case, let's simply focus on few things here. In this particular section, auth layout, I'm checking this. So first of all, I have to check if not session. If session is not there, then simply redirect to the if session is there, then redirect the user to the dashboard page. And if session is there, session is there, right? So just few things. I will check if the user is there as well or not. Const user is gonna be session.user, just like this. Okay, so I have the session. Once I have the session, then I will be redirecting. If I don't have the session, then okay, got it. And then I'm gonna be checking the user. If I have the user, in that case, this redirection will happen. Else, nothing will happen. So session needs to be there. Apart from the session, user also needs to be there. If I have the session, great. Then I will be redirecting when I have the user as well. Otherwise, I will not redirect. Fine, let's go to the sign page. Here I am. Really bad, I know. The way it looks like. Forget about everything else. We will be focusing on the authentication part, but right now the main goal is to just simply uh, work on make it functional. The thing is that maybe as I built this using AI, it even makes it worse, honestly. Okay, good job. I'm not using anything at all. Not using anything at all means if I just a minute, I have to open the door. I'll be back. I hope I'm audible right now. And let's simply get going. We have to focus on a lot of functionalities. The front end is not really. I made it using AI, but it still looks worse. I could have created a better one on my own. But okay, never mind. Next time onwards, I'll keep this thing in mind. I'm gonna be creating just the design part. Remaining code I will be writing on my own. But again, we have to handle many things. Handling many things in the sense, first of all, here email and password they need to be entered. But even before that, the logic needs to be written. Nothing has been done yet. So what am I gonna be doing? First of all, sign up needs to be done. So web app auth. Let's focus on this thing. So what is happening here? We have the form. Once we have the form, what do we need to do? Better to use something called React query or something hook form. I mean, that will be great. We can use we can directly get the values from here, or the better way could be that we'll be using React hook form. Let's simply click on this. Let's simply click on get started. Then I have to install this. So bun add React hook form. Am I using bun here? Bun, yeah. Let me stop it. Let's cd. Let's not stop it. Rather, let's do one thing. I'm gonna be spinning up two terminals here. cd apps ls cd web ls bun add using turbo repo. Never expected this thing. Okay, so bun add. Let's not bun add. Let's simply get it here. React hook form. Bun add. The thing is that I have to work on it for 3 hours. I don't even know how long has it been. It's been 48 minutes. I'm gone, literally. I have to work on this project for 3 hours continuously. Never mind. In 3 hours it's gonna be ready, done. Okay, got the React hook form. Nothing is, apart from UI, nothing is here. So let's see how we can use this user form. A few things I'm gonna be copying and pasting, like this whole thing, probably this thing as well. So yeah, let me copy this all, paste it here. We'll take what is needed. Form, I need to import it. It should be coming from React hook form. Inputs types, the type of the data that I need, and that type is needed both the sides, backend side as well. But I'm not using backend for the authentication. I'm using better auth. Interesting. So let me create something called validation folder here. Validation will contain nothing but the validation. So user.validation.ts. Is this the best name? I don't know. Will it work? Yeah. As for the naming things, auth.validation.ts. We are authentication. User validation.ts. Auth. Okay, let's go with this name. First of all, export const. I need one more thing. I need a Zod here. So bun add Zod. Done. So const this is gonna be sign up schema. So sign up schema. I can even get the types from here. Yeah, okay, got it. So sign up schema. Even before that, import everything as z from zod. Okay, got it. What is the next thing? Z dot object. How many things are we getting? I don't know. This is not even running. When signing up, what all we need? When signing up, the worst thing is that I'm not able to use. I can use Prisma actually, but I'm actually using MongoDB. And with better auth, you cannot use Mongoose directly. You have to use Mongo client. In Mongo client, you cannot define the schema, so you are gone. That simply means you will have to create a. I mean, you will have to use Zod for the validation. And now I will have to run that to see the result exactly what all my sign up form needs. How many values do I need in my sign up? Sign in or sign up, bro? It should be sign up. First of all, I have to sign up. Oh, this is okay, not bad at all. Cool, sim. Why is it taking time compiling this stuff? Fine. I need my name, I need my email, I need my password. Dhanyavad. So let's get it done. So what all I need? I need the email, simple stuff. Email is gonna be z dot email dot string. String. I think this should be fine. And if it does not exist, email is required. I don't know whether I'm doing it right or not. String does not exist. It also does not exist. How many properties do we have here? Dot. Email minimum. Forget about minimum. If email does not exist, email is required. And dot minimum should be at least of 6 characters. Email email.com. How? Let's talk about max. Let's not worry about min. Max can be 30. The email should be or must be less than 30 characters. That's it. This thing is done. Again, whatever comes in my mind. This can be made better using the AI, so that's what the AI is for. But the second thing is that I need the name. So z dot string name is required. I even have to add the profile. That can be done later, not a problem. So this thing is done. And then password z dot string password is required. The business logic part is right. UI makes me crazy, seriously. I can write the business logic part. Even I feel like that I'm doing something in the UI, changing the color, this, that, and all. That makes me go crazy. Password is gonna be minimum 6. Dot max can be 100. I mean, something like this. Password must be at least 6 characters. So long. And then password must be less than 100 characters. Okay, I'm gonna be copying and pasting it now. So I have what? I have the sign up schema. Same way I need to have my login schema as well. In login I just need the email and password. That's it. Login schema. Login schema. I could have done one more thing, that is having the confirm password over here. The dot string, just like this. And now dot super refine. Forgot. Do I really need to keep them in mind? Super refine confirm password in God. Something. This paste, copy, paste. Yeah, why not? This thing. Super refine. Uh, that will be a function. Inside that, I will be getting two things: the data, the context, and then the confirm password and password. Okay, fine. That's gonna be a top level function. Okay, inside this top level function, I get two things. I get values and I get a CDX context. Okay, when it comes to these values, there is something called password and there is something called confirm password. And what will I doing? What will I be doing? CDX add issues. Can I just simply copy it to make it quick? Yeah. I mean, I've done it. I know. Sorry. Copy. Sorry. Paste in this much here. Yeah. So if a confirm password is not equals to password, in that case CDX add code custom message. The password did not match. Path would be confirm password. Yeah, that's fine. So ultimately, to confirm password, this error will be added. Okay, fine. And apart from this particular thing, no need to worry about anything. This confirm password, let me make it optional for now. Like, I'm not gonna be enabling it. I just wanted to write this logic. Maybe let's enable it. Yeah, why? And then this is the login schema. I will be removing the name. So yeah, I have everything. Coming back to this. So over here, schema. Use form. It needs the schema. In schema, first of all, I have my import sign up schema from user.validation. I got my sign up schema. Once I got sign up schema, in here what will I be doing? I will be inferring the type. So type sign up schema is gonna be equals to sign up schema dot infer. I hope this is how it's done. I forgotten again. Seriously, how many things do I forget? I don't remember anything actually. Infer type in God. Basic users. How do we infer the type in Zod? Control F, inferring the types. So z dot infer type in the type the schema. Okay, z dot infer and type of sign up schema. Sign up schema. Literally sign up schema. Why is this capital? Let me make it small letters. Can't I use this directly over here? What is the problem, bro? Sign up schema, can't find this. I am exporting this from here. Sign up schema. Control X. Do I need to use inside this? No way. I can use it outside. But if I have this sign up schema here, why am I not able to use it here? I am able to use it here. Sorry, Z, yeah. Am I crazy? Z dot infer. Do I have Zod here? I don't have Zod. So let me import this. Import everything as Z Zod. Is this fine? Sort of. I have the sign up schema here, and then once I have this, I'm gonna be sign up schema. I'm gonna be giving it the type. Once it has the type, form errors state if it will be giving me the register option, handle, submit, watch mode. Watch mode, I don't really need this, so I'm gonna be getting rid of this. Watch mode is important when you're actually changing some kind of radio buttons and something. Yeah, probably over there it's used. Register, handle, submit, errors, I need this. And what does this need? It needs the default values. It needs two things. Let's see. First of all, validate, revalidate default values. It definitely needs default values. I will be just adding them, but there is something called validate disabled from control mode progressive resolver. And what will this resolver take? This resolver will be taking the Zod resolver. Do I have a Zod resolver here? Zod resolver, no, I don't have. So I need to go here again. Zod resolver, let's search Zod resolver. Turns out I don't have Zod resolver over here. Let me go to schema validation, and inside schema validation I have yep resolver here. Yep resolver is installed from this hook form resolvers yep. Means you need to install hook form, and yep, I need to install only hook form. Control C, Control V, and I'm using bun here, so cannot use uninstall. So bun add this should be doing the job, and right now I should be able to get a Zod resolver. No, fine. Let me try to import it. Import Zod resolver. Copy it, bro. Sometimes copy pasting stuff. And once I got this, so what will I be doing? I don't want yep resolver, rather from Zod I want Zod resolver. So okay, I have the Zod resolver here. Once I have Zod resolver, then this Zod resolver will be taking something. It will be taking the schema. What is the schema? Schema is sign up schema. So once this is done, now const handler submit handler. This is the type. It's gonna be coming from React hook form. As for the inputs, the type is gonna be sign up schema. So sign up schema. Well, slowly it's coming. I'll copy and paste most of the things. What is the use of writing them? Once I know like this is how it's gonna be working, so it's no use writing the same thing again and again. Data, the type of the data, that is fine. And form lag gayi re. Okay. This is the form that we have. What do we have to do? We have to hand on submit. I think this is the event that we have to listen to. After that we have to run handle submit that we are getting from here, and after that we have to do something. What do we have to do? Something I don't know. So what do I need to do? Copy paste on submit, handle submit, on submit. Okay, handle submit, on submit. So this way this particular handle submit will be method will be triggered whenever I submit the form, and this on submit method will be triggered, and when this gets triggered, so it will be getting the data, and then I will be playing with the data. Whatever I wanna do, I can do. So okay, this thing is done. Register. I need to even register the things. How do we register the things? Let me have a look. Register. Even if I have worked with this, I don't remember honestly. So I need to come here. So dot register first name. So this way I will be registering the first name, and then similarly I will be registering general blah blah. I mean something like this. So okay, that's done. Coming back to this. So what all do I need to register? So first of all, this is the input that I have. Vipender Patel is the holder, placeholder. Dark page, this is fine. Input HTML form, this is the label. Okay, let me have the seriously, enter your name, as simple as that, and dot register, and name is gonna be this, no problem. And then second one is the email. So dot register email is gonna be this. I'm getting suggestions because I have added I have properly configured the types here, that is fine. Then I have the password, but I don't have the confirm password, so let me copy it, let me paste it here. So this way I will have the confirm password as well, and array bhai, confirm password as well. This should be confirm password, fine, anything, yeah, this should be confirm password. Okay, fine. Anything else? Anything? ID is even not required. Dot register happy to work with this. The thing is that earlier I was using Shadician form, and in Shadician form everything was used to be handled automatically. So I did not used did not used to write the code, and because of that thing, it's been long time using register. Happy to use this now manually. Oh, dot register confirm password. Yeah, confirm password. Okay, done. Oh yeah, seems to be done. This sign up with Google, we will work on this, don't worry. Whatever features we have here, we'll work on all the features, but first of all let's fix the normal things, right? Don't you think so? Errors, if I have errors in that case, one more thing bro, that is const loading. I can get it directly from here. Yeah. What does it give me? It gives me errors. Does it give me loading? Is loading? Yeah, it does give me. So I'm gonna be having the value is loading. Can I use the is loading directly over here? CLG, CLG console log is loading. Yeah, I can use it directly. That simply means what I'm gonna do, that if is loading, what all properties do we get from here? Disable is dirty, is submitted successfully, is loading is submitted successfully, is submitting. Let's have this is submitting. What else? Is loading, I don't know when that's gonna be used, but hopefully when I'm submitting that, when it is loading, at the time it's gonna be done. Yeah, let's go with this submitting. I mean, that's the only thing that I need. So as soon as the form is getting submitted, so I have to just simply show some stuff. What is that? Pretty simple. This is the button. What is the button? This is the button, and of course it is inside the form, and bro, this is the main form that you have. Yeah, I have, and this is the normal button. How will you trigger the form? I mean submit form. Yeah, that's right. Give it the type. Type. Submit. Just like this. Now it will trigger that. And the next thing is that you have to do is submitting. If is submitting is submitting. That's right. Otherwise submit. Fine. Okay, I have to disable it as well, bro. So for disabling it, disable is submitting. So when I'm submitting, I'm gonna be disabling this button. Any problem? No problem as such. At that time you have to disable this button as well. Disable is submitting. At that time you have to disable this login option as well. This is not a button. How can I disable it? I cannot disable an anchor tag, can I? I cannot disable an anchor tag. I can only disable buttons. I cannot even disable this thing. Yeah, that's right. So I can do one thing, that this href that I have, if not is submitting, only then I will have this. Oh, that's wrong. Just a normal guess. Forgive me for my mistakes. I made it worse. Oh yeah, it's gonna be problematic. In that case, question mark. Otherwise, normal hashtag. Yay. So if not submitting, then sign in. Otherwise, hashtag. So if the user is not submitting at that time, /sign in. Otherwise, this, yeah, that's fine. Makes sense. Otherwise, I can just even remove it. Just empty string would be fine. Hashtag, keeping hashtag. Okay, keep it empty string. So this much is done. What is the next thing? Nothing, bro. The sign up should be working. No way. I'm nowhere even close. So what is the next thing that I have to do? I'm using Next.js. From the I need to use actions. So let me create actions. Bro, I have to use a lot of things. And when it comes to actions, so I can use the actions directly over here. So let me create actions. action.ts. Yeah, action.ts. But inside action.ts, what do I need to do? When I'm signing up, do I need to create action.ts? No. Why? But I'm using better auth, so I don't need to create. I will directly get a method, sign up method, I will call that. But if I want using better auth, in that case I would be creating action for talking to the database, and action would be verifying the data as well. And then I would be using I would be using 10 stack queries. So from the handler, submit handler, to the 10 stack queries, from 10 stack queries to the action. This would be the flow. And I could have used the action directly, but it's better to use 10 stack queries. What is the use of 10 stack queries? Ultimately React queries ultimately they just simply handle a lot of state related stuff on their own, so you don't have to say loading, loaded, etc. I mean, you don't need to manage the state on your own. Coming back to this one, by the way, I don't need this. Why don't I need this? Because I'm using better auth. When I'm using better auth, what will happen? Something will definitely happen. I get some methods. So if I go to better auth, I get some methods from better auth side, and I can simply call those methods to sign up. Let's see how they are called and all. If I actually go to my packages, auth index.ts, I'm exporting auth from here. I'm not worried about this. I need to go to lib actually. So lib, yeah, this one, auth client, and from auth client I'm already exporting sign in, sign up, and use session. Is there sign out? There is. So we get sign out as well. Okay, time to just call this sign up method, but the question is how it's called and what values it needs. So authentication, email and password, better auth, we have done this. Client, so auth client is sign up with email, provide your data. Great. So what do we have to do? We have to come here, sign up. It will be coming from lib auth client dot sign up with email, provide the data. Happy go lucky person, hopefully. Server, I'm not worried about the server. That is a client page, and when that is a client page, yeah, I will be getting the data, I will be getting the error. So const data or the error, this is gonna be equals to this. So this is how sign up will be done. Any data payload, copy paste, fine. Yeah, so what next? Nothing, bro, your sign up is done. Okay, in case I get the errors, so if I get the error, in that case, toast. How will you do? I have toast sonar dot error and error dot message. Is this right? And if I don't have this, in that case, error signing up the user, something like this. Error does not exist. I need to await this. Yay. But if I want to await this, I need to make it async. Am I facing the network issues? Literally? Never mind. By the way, congratulations to me, it's been 1 hour. I have to sit here for 2 more hours. Never mind. Okay, so MongoDB I'm using here. Email and password is here, and I need to go through this authentication stuff. So sign up email. There was this. Once I explored it really well. So there must be concepts, not getting started, introduction, comparison, installation, setup. Did this. Okay, basic users, sign up, sign in with social provider, sign out session, user plugins. So they did this. So what I have to focus on, there is something called there are plugins, right? And the two-factor authentication user this. I think I'll have to dig deeper into it. I can email and password this is true, then once email and password, bro, what other methods are to sign in? I think this one. Seriously, I forgotten that. I mean, there are so many things. How am I supposed to be remembering all of them? But how can I enable auto? But let's see whether it happens or not. First of all, this much is done, and once this much is done, then I want to redirect my user. Right. So if I use I want my user to be redirected to the. I don't want to log in after sign up. So router is gonna be use router. Coming from where? Coming from React router. That's the worst thing ever. This should be coming from next navigation. Once everything is right, router dot push to the slash dashboard page. This thing is done. Let's see. Coming back to this one. This page. Reload it, of course. Enter your name. Dipendra. Enter your gmail.com PAWSWRD1234 PAWSWRD1234. Submit. Submitting. Will I be still submitting? Problem. Sign up email server error. The user is null. HTTP localhost API or sign up email. So what is the problem? Illegal operation. Warning you guys, I'm not doing anything illegal. So base URL. So better auth base URL could not determine. Please set a valid base URL using base URL config option for better auth environment variables. Without this, callbacks and redirects may not work correctly. Base URL. Mongo server transactions number are only allowed on replica asset number of Mongoose. Mongoose server transaction illegal operation. First of all, liber auth client base URL. Base URL needs to be what? HTTP / localhost. It's running on 3000 port, so this should be the one. I mean this. Yeah. Once this is done, if I send a request again, the problem is that I will have to enter everything again. PAWSWRD1234 PAWSWRD1234 submit. What is the problem? Password do not match, and I'm not even. Just a minute. I should be getting the error. I'm not rendering that. Such a bad thing is that. Creating a form is not a small thing, bro. You have to handle so many things. I'm definitely getting the errors. Now the question is that how will you be rendering that? So when it comes to rendering the error, so maybe somewhere here at the end I will have a div and errors just like this. What is the issue? Errors dot got it. Thank you for letting me know. I'm gonna be cutting it from here. I'm gonna be pasting it over here, and let me give it some design and all. Class name bg red, keep it around 600. Give it some padding. Top is gonna be around 2 or something. Errors dot what error? Errors dot confirm password. Now it may be undefined. So how about this? Aren't you happy with my hospitality? String or field here is not assignable to React and all. Okay, now it is happy with my hospitality. Okay, this is done. Copy it. I don't even know how it's gonna be looking like, but that doesn't matter. I have to somehow see the error. That's it. Password. If there's any problem with the inputs and all, so I will be getting the error just like this. And apart from this particular thing, one more time, and that's just gonna be nothing but the name. Wow. Let me make it text red. 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 Not only that, undefined, there are no errors as such. What is the next thing? The next thing is that this whole div, right? If I have it, then make it visible. Errors dot confirm password. Undefined, that means yeah, this is how I need that. So same here, bro. If I had the password, then errors dot password, then errors dot password show that, otherwise empty string. So that's also gone. Two more. If I have the email error, then okay, no problem, errors dot email, otherwise empty string. And lastly, if I have the name error, then that's okay, errors dot name, otherwise empty string. Finally, looks a bit cleaner. PASSWORD and P and enter object. Oi, this isn't over yet. This is the beginning, mister. What am I missing now? In name dot message, that is also missing. You have to add a message everywhere. You are getting object. So let me add the message here too. And message here too. Now, in email must be less than 30 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, let's make it 50. So that makes sense. Now at least I won't get that error. And so now password did not match, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4 PASSWORD 1, 2, 3, 4 submit. Finally, localhost HTTP 3000 API sign up. I'm getting this internal server error. The question is, why? The user I'm getting, there is none. This is the internal server that I'm getting. Payload. So I'm sending confirm password, email, name and password. These are the things that I'm sending. Transaction numbers are only allowed on a replica. Set a member on Mongo. I have done this. Base URL is already there now. This is the main problem. The question is, I'm using MongoDB client. Wow. Such a great way to copy the stuff. Control Shift C, paste it here. Literally. Okay, you cannot copy it like this. To copy it, you have to just simply say C. It hasn't been copied yet, right? So let me select it, and if I want to copy it, just C, and hopefully it is copied. Come back here, Control V. Yeah, let's see. Transaction numbers are only allowed in replica set. Mongo error transactions only allowed, that's right. So how can I resolve this? npm run rsg did this. I got the solution. Turn off MongoDB. I got the solution. It's just 3 lines configuration inside the MongoDB config. After switching on MongoDB, this. The most efficient way is by entering MongoDB shell with the command mongo checkout method and db.shutdown. You will be no ability to use MongoDB server for me shutdown process to go for okay. Add your connection string. Now onwards, I will never use MongoDB client with a better auth. For the first time, I thought of exploring that, and this is what happens when you explore that. Turn on MongoDB again. Literally, you want me to go through this much transactions number or only apply to on the replica set. MongoDB transactions error, transactions number are only allowed if you are using transactions rollback with Mongoose in Node.js application. Encounter error. This regions for the error. Local DB is not replica set. Standalone. So this is the solution one. On Windows, then on Linux, sudo service MongoDB stop, sudo chmod rrr, then this replica, this sudo service MongoDB start mongo sh reinitiate, sudo service MongoDB start. But I am using Docker, so let me copy it all. I need to enter inside the Docker. Let's go inside the Docker. Have a look at that. Hopefully it's gonna be. Who knows whether it's gonna work or not. Let's simply come here. Docker process status. Well, permission denied. Sudo Docker process status. I'm using 2 Dockers. That's interesting. So right now MongoDB is running. Sudo Docker execute in the interactive mode. MongoDB sh. Docker ls. Now what is the next thing? The next thing is that I copy and paste the commands that they are giving. So hopefully this will work or not, I don't know. Coming back to this one, Control Shift V. Sudo not found, bro. Okay, interesting. Right, service MongoDB stop. MongoDB unrecognized. I'm inside MongoDB. Continue. And just don't make me use MongoDB Prisma client now anymore. Otherwise, whatever code I've written, I have to just simply replace that with that. I'm gonna be taking the help of AI here, and let's see what's gonna be happening. Hopefully, it will be able to resolve the things. Control Shift V, and I'm gonna be telling this that bro, I'm using a MongoDB client with the better auth. This is such a worst thing. Why? Because for copying the stuff from here, you need to scroll first of all like this. Once you've done that, just simply click C, it's copied. Come back here, and I am using Mongo client with better auth and Next.js. Yeah. Time to learn something new. You are actually facing separate issues here. Let's fix them one by one. First of all, transactions Why this happens? Better auth internally, use MongoDB transactions, but transactions only work on replica set, MongoDB Atlas, not on standalone MongoDB. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I would not use this. So if you are running MongoDB like this, MongoDB, it's a standalone server, transactions will fail. So option best, use MongoDB Atlas. So this is the easiest way. Yay. Oh yeah, just a minute. How can I forget this? I'm gonna be getting the URL from there. The enable replica set locally. I'm not gonna be even enabling replica set locally. MongoDB replica set, or so this way it can be enabled. Let's not worry about this. Locally is the problem, right? Coming back to this one, closing everything, going to MongoDB Atlas, Atlas database. I haven't used it for a long time, so it may be just taking some time to initialize the stuff. MongoDB Atlas. Okay, get it done really quick. This one I'm gonna be this time new one can't be reached. Hope everything is already initialized in this one, because so far I've been using my main account Vipendra one. I may have to log out from here, but let's see what am I gonna be doing. First of all, this looks worse, so let me turn it off. Apart from this particular thing, I need to resume this. So cluster is being resumed right now. As the cluster is being resumed, let me go to database network access. Not this one. Project and identity access. Not this one either. Security quick start. Even it hasn't been set here. There's nothing set here. Database network access. Add a new user. So okay, a new user needs to be added. So far I have these users. Let me delete this one. Vipendra cannot delete this, or can I? Oh, have I deleted that? I have deleted that. Let me create a username. Vipendra. Password. Like this. Role is gonna be admin, and restrict access. Forget about access. Restricting this stuff. Add user. The user is added. I know the password. What do I need to do? Clusters. Your cluster is being created. New clusters take between 1 to 3 minutes to provision. 1 to 3 minutes. That simply means I'm gonna be waiting. Oh, thank you. Connect. Cluster is ready to be used. And the compass. Copy. And what? The database, I need to specify inside the database there are gonna be different collections, right? Yeah. What is gonna be the name of the database? The name of the database, never mind, I'll see that. So first of all, let's go to the .db env, replace it with this. What was the name of the database? Google Meet DB. Yeah, so it should be Google Meet database. The address, password, simple, VIPENDRA 999. I know it's gonna be leaked, but okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. I will revoke it. I will remove it, the user, after the live ends. So this thing is done. Apart from this particular thing, what else? .env file, copy everything from here and go to this one. Even don't worry about this. AWS access key and all these things are gonna be revoked, so there's no problem with exposing the credentials. The important thing is that I have to get rid of what? AWS bucket, that is okay. The important stuff is this key. So I have to make sure that once this live ends, I'm gonna be creating new access keys and all. Okay, never mind. So once this thing is done, after that, let's run it again. Turbo dev. Let's see what's gonna happen, everybody. It's gonna be amazing if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be using Prisma in that case. That is something definitely gonna work, and it will not take a lot of time. Just need to create the Prisma uh, schema that needs to be here inside this inside this auth only, sorry, inside this db only, and then it's gonna be done like that. By the way, it's starting, then it will combine, and it will do 10 things. Meanwhile, let me browse collections and see whether I had something beforehand or not. So connecting to clusters, Brainly DB local. So I do have some databases created here. Bro, why are you so okay? Thank you for getting ready. Now please compile the code so that I can see the result. It doesn't understand, please. Computer doesn't understand, please. It only understands binary. Okay, never mind. We'll have to wait if it doesn't understand, please. We can't spend. I mean. Okay, never mind. I think I'm not even loading the page. That's why it's not compiling this stuff. Coming back to this one, reload the page, and now it should start compiling this stuff. So let's see. Yeah, it started compiling this stuff right now. So it doesn't understand your please, but it does understand the commands that you give it. So sign up, and let's see what's gonna happen now. It's gonna be pretty interesting. So wow. Expected connection is strong with MongoDB. I got MongoDB SRV. No, what the problem is? The problem is the URI. So how am I getting the URI? Line number 26. Where am I getting this? Is there any packages DB index? Thank you. Packages DB client.ts. Packages DB client.ts. Packages DB client.ts. Client.ts. This is the one. What is the problem here? The problem is that, bro, the environment variable that you are getting actually MongoDB URI that starts with SRV. Is that right? Yeah, that is right, and that is the problem. So how can I fix this? To fix this, go to your clusters again, get the right URLs, click on connect instead of click on driver. Now SRV you are getting. Okay, I need to get this one, but it's too bad. I mean too long. Yeah, that is. Select, click on connect. After that, click on MongoDB compass shell. MongoDB SRV. Why am I getting MongoDB SRV nowadays? And if I click on drivers, use this connection string in your application. But if I use this connection string in my application, it throws the error. Replica. Mongoose works with this, but otherwise I have to use this. Got it. Never mind. Such a good thing. And this. Such a long URL, but never mind. Google meet DB. Copy everything from here. Copy. Once everything is actually copied, let me go to environment variable. Let me replace this with this new one, and this is also gonna be going on. Control W, and apart from this particular thing, I'm gonna be running it again, and hopefully it will be working fine. Let me reload. MongoDB bad authentication failed. Why Atlas error? Let me give it one more try. Why? Reload it. Okay, that's fine. Let's not go here. Let's click on the signer. Bad authentication failed. Now it's gonna be making a request. This is the environment variable that I have. MongoDB URI. Okay, I'm getting my client from here. That's fine. Once I got that, I'm using this auth, and inside this auth I'm using that client, so I need to have this .env file here as well, probably. So .env, paste it here. Done. So let's see now, reload the page. I'm not able to visit the page, sign up. Mongo server error, bad auth, authentication failed. Again AI, I'm back to you. Let me know about this error. Good, this is a MongoDB at error level. There is no transaction error, should not. That means the issue is likely not MongoDB itself, but now you are connecting to it. A problem in your connection. This is now low level replica set. SRV error has been fixed. I think I'll have to allow one thing I haven't done yet. Where is MongoDB? Database, network access. Add this. Not this here. Close this. Database users, Vipendra custom rules, IP list. Let me add the current IP. So from the current IP, user is gonna be allowed, and okay, should be on soon. You will be only able to connect the clashes on the following IP addresses. Okay, this is on. Right now, let's try to do the same thing again, and come back here, reload the page. You've got to be kidding me. Let's do it like this. Oof. Authentication failed. 500 internal server error, and I'm getting this Atlas error, connection 0. This. So what could be the reason behind this? Bad authentication failed. That means connecting to Atlas it failed. What is this saying? Check these things. Replace DB password. Make sure that it's actual password, DB password. .env that I have. Okay, DB password. Such a fool I am, but never mind. This was this was something missing, and lastly I have to just add it here as well if needed. I thought I used this. I replaced the password for the first time. The second time when I copied and pasted, I forgot to do that, and that is why I've been getting the issue. Whoa, good job. What is the next thing? PASSWORD 1234. PASSWORD 1234. Will I be? I'm logged in. I got the user information. I got the token. What else do I need, everybody? This is done. Whew. After a long wait, this is done. I'm logging the data over here. So in the data, what all is coming? In the data, I'm getting the token, I'm getting the user information. That's such a good thing. Lovely. I'm getting the token. I can send the token to what? To WebSocket server side, and using this token I can authenticate if I'm not wrong. Let's see how it's, this is a challenge, like how will we authenticate the user on the WebSocket server side, because there is nothing as such, right? So we will have to authenticate the user so that the right user can make a request to the WebSocket. Okay, coming back to this, if I try to go to the login page, will I able to go? And login does not exist. Sorry for that. Sign in page, and turns out not. If I try to go to home page, can I go that? Yeah, home page it is possible. Over here even I have to authenticate. If the user is authenticated, then I don't have to show all these things, and this is how it's gonna be going on. Such a good thing. And let's I need to have a button here. The thing is that if you click on sign up and sign in, you will automatically be redirected to the dashboard page. So okay, this works, but we don't want this either. So what do we want? We want something. Let me go to the home page. Such a good let me go to the home page right now, and this is the home page that I have, and over here I have this signing and so on. Okay, so let me do one thing. I will be getting the session. So what I'll be doing, const session is gonna be equals to auth. Is this okay? This is the client side. So auth client, auth client. Do I have auth client? No. So what will I be doing? Let me go to lib. किधर जाऊँ? इधर. हाँ. So I have use session over here. I have to import this. So use session this, and once I got this use session, so, do I need to await it? Yeah, no. I can't even do that. Better auth. So session this, and client side session na. I should be getting these few options. Installation. Oh, this is not the right way. Database cookies, client sessions. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, there were two types of sessions. Oh, use session is here. Let me take the help of it directly. So use session, you can directly call it. Got it. Const user is gonna be session.user. And there could be probability that if session exists, or if session does not exist. What? User does not exist on the session. I have the session over here. So once I got the session, I want to get the value of the user. How can I do that? Const user is gonna be session.user, but it is saying that it does not exist. If I make it like this, it will not work. It will still not work. So the session that I'm actually getting, got it. So I'm gonna be getting data as a session, and this session contains what all? Session dot, it contains session in the user. I'm gonna be getting the user just like this. Once I have the user, so what is the next thing that I have to do? Once I have the value of the user, so here I have to this thing, if there is user, if user does not exist, only in that case I have to show them here. So if I go here, right now I'm getting only this much, and apart from this particular thing, I need to have a dashboard button as well. So let me do one thing. I have this create meeting here, and when you click on create a meeting, you will be redirected to the meeting page. Yeah, you have to enter your name, and you are in the meeting, but I don't want to be in the meeting. I want to go to my dashboard page, home page. This is the dashboard page. I need to somehow, wow, yeah, it's obviously, let me even not remove them from here, that doesn't really matter. Click on sign up, you are free to do that. You will automatically be redirected to the home page. Sign up, you are signed in, home page, sorry, dashboard page. Okay, so this thing is done. What is the next thing that I have to do? Dashboard is done, join meeting is done. If you click on this, you will be joining the meeting. And this button I need to remove from the navbar. What is the use of having same functionality everywhere? So navbar. Where is navbar? Navbar is inside main. So the button that I have, this join meeting button, how many times am I gonna be having it anyway? What is this? And as for the gap, space, hopefully it's gonna be working fine. Space X is gonna be 5. Yeah, let's make it 10. That's actually too much, let's keep it 5. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Apart from this particular thing, what else do I need? Apart from this particular thing, I can actually go to my profile page, and this is how profile looks like. So I can do one thing. What is that one thing? I can actually have profile page here. Or I can have it from here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let's not have it here. Rather, I'm gonna be profile page directly from here. So that's also fine as well, as I'm already getting it from here. So it doesn't really matter at all. Okay, in the profile section, what do I have to do? First of all, in the profile section, this much is fine, right? Yeah, even this is not fine, bro. Whenever I create the meeting, I have to get this thing get this thing done. Like, I have to save the value of the meeting in the database. Okay, I will do that. Let's go to the profile. Inside profile, I have to do it. Yeah. Okay. First of all, let's simply render the information of the user here. Okay. And there is nothing as such. How am I going to get the profile of the user? There is no profile. Okay. In that case, if there is no profile, then I'm gonna be mentioning the name over there. That would be better. Okay, coming back to this one, profile page. So if I actually go to the profile page, where is that? This one. So over here, I will get the user information. Const user. First of all, I will be getting the data as a session. Once I got that, that will be coming from user session. Once I got that, once I have this, so const user is gonna be data.user, session.user, just like this. Once this is done, again I need to make it optional here. Why am I even getting this here? Let me check that. Session is possibly null, so let's make it optional. Once it is optional, once I have the user information, then the name is gonna be what? The name is gonna be nothing but user.name, and again user is possibly undefined, so let me make it optional, and this will resolve the issue. Then Gmail, email, whatever you call that, user optional email. Even I can check whether the email is verified or not, but okay, never mind. Description. The user information has been saved in the database, and if I want to save more things there, still do that, can't I can save more things in the database. How many things I have right now? Coming back to this, clusters, browse corrections. Can I change the theme from here? Theme. I don't think so. Forget about that. This is not really possible here on the website. Click on Google Meet, DB. I have my account. That account has account ID, provider ID, and all these things, credential. I have the session, and I have the user. These things got created by what? These things got created by the better auth itself. That's good. What is the next thing? The next thing is that I need to store more things. Okay, storing more things in the sense, user if only works with this user. What is the problem? I need to make it a client component. Yeah. So Vipin Singh Patel, Vipendra, this ID is there, full stack developer Satna. So email is there, username is there, that is fine. How about this extra description that I have? If I want to save it there, I need to have it there as well. Okay, but there is no description field right now. Later if you want, you can definitely add this. For now I'm gonna be removing it. I mean, it's gonna be unnecessary. This much is fine. ID, name, profile, we will have to handle this stuff. And as for changing the things, I should be able to change the full name from here. That simply means I will have to make a request to the DB. Username, username is not required here. Full name is there, and that's enough. Okay, so I'm gonna be removing that as well in that case, or let it be a username. But the thing is that I did not have the option for entering the username while saving the data. If I had that option there, yeah, I mean, what the thing is that it's not like better auth doesn't save the value. Whatever you give to better auth will save that value in the sign up. I did not give the username, so better auth did not save it. So that is not saved, so I'm gonna be removing this as well from here. These things were already saved, so let's not worry about that. They will have the default values. Oh, default values. Okay, fine. And what am I gonna be doing? The next thing is that as soon as I click on this, so I'm gonna be changing the account information. That is easy. Even this thing I will be getting from the better auth side. So what will I be doing? I have done this much. Meetings and all. This particular stuff I need to handle it on my own. Better auth will not help me here because this is the extra thing that I need to save in my DB. With this, better auth will definitely help me. So first of all, I need to change user information. So how will I do it? Let's go to better auth and authentication part, email and password, and then update password. Do we need to do that? Do we have that option first of all? Okay, so many things are open. Let me close them one by. Okay, that's it. So I have this in the setting. I have that option. Change the password, current password and new password and all. Even profile information. Why do I have setting here then? Let me remove that. I can provide this change password functionality directly in the profile. So in the profile, that change password functionality should be here as well. So I will be getting both the things done here only. As for the setting, I'm gonna be removing it. Delete your account permanently, and even in profile, I have delete your account permanently. So both the options are same. So it's no use having two features here. So what will I be doing? The setting page, I need to go and copy something from here, and that is the password. So this whole thing I need to copy it, and this action needs to be deleted. And let me come to profile, inside meeting stats, account information. Just below this I'm gonna be pasting it here. So ultimately I will have changed password here only. Okay, And apart from this particular thing, when I click on edit profile, at that time this should appear, otherwise this should not appear. First of all, this thing, so let's do that. Yeah, const is editing, set is editing, and use state false. This particular section, cut it from here, is editing, only in that case show it here. So right now that's not gonna be visible here, so at the end of the day I will have only this much. Interesting. I can directly change my password from here, that's fine, and delete it, that is also okay. I can click on this and that's gonna be visible. So whenever I click on that edit button, edit profile, on click, just a function I need set is okay, that's fine. So if I click on this, that's gonna be available. Yeah, just change the values, click on save and you are done. Okay, this much we have done. The next thing is that you changed it. How will you be saving it in the database? Okay. First of all, this section is gonna be done from the better auth side. How do I know? I worked with this earlier. I never worked with this, but I had a look at this. Email. Don't worry. We'll find authentication. It should be somewhere here, but it is not here. So concepts, user and accounts. This is what. So what do we have to do? Update the user. How do we update the user? So auth client.update user, whatever you want to update it like this. Interesting. Let's do one more thing. Add the image here, because we do need that, don't we? So what are we gonna be doing here? First of all, normal image. What are we gonna be doing here? That this is the UI that we have, right? Now when you click on edit, there should be one more option that's not added in the UI. Doesn't matter, we can add some more things from our own side, can't we? Will the better auth allow this? Yeah, I should not have problems. Now changing the UI is gonna be crazy part. Like whenever, let's click on edit, and over here I will have one more option that is gonna be profile, probably description as well. Okay, so why did I remove the description earlier? Never mind, let's forget about the description. Let's only keep the profile here. So over here I have my full name, the proper label, I have this email, and just below this class name, white text, this content, email, profile, default value. What is gonna be the default value? Profile icon. Okay, we do have them here, but the question is, I need to get the this is gonna be again this is not gonna be simple. Why? Because in that case I will have to first of all click here. Okay, there should be input box. Once clicked on the input box, I have to get the image. After getting the image, I have to create the URL, just exact, but it can be copied and pasted, can't it? Yeah, it can be copied and pasted. Should I do it? The real question is this. It can be done, definitely. I need to use the input box element. Do it, yeah. And even it's better to just simply. Am I gonna be doing here? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it here only. If I'm doing it, let me do it. And already we have a lot of code already written, so in this way we'll not have to go through a lot of stuff, but let's see. So what am I gonna be doing? Change password just above that. I add this profile. First of all, input default value. Type is gonna be actually file here, and just one file I'm gonna be selecting, so not really a big problem. And profile, this is gonna be the label. So this is how it looks like right now. No file chosen. First of all, let me give it a class name, and that's gonna be input. By the way, this input is gonna be a normal input. Default value, let's get rid of this. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm gonna be going with the normal style that I had, and this input doesn't really make any difference. Just gonna be changing a few things so that it looks great. I mean, right now it doesn't look good at all. Default value. This looks like this. So what will I be doing? Let me give it some class name. Padding y is gonna be 1 and text is gonna be white. Text white doesn't have any text base content. VG white. Oh, this is how it looks like by default. Placeholder text white. Literally, bro, you are not gonna be working that way. How to change the color of choose file in file input. Taking the help of AI from here. File selector button gonna be crazy. Yeah, turns out I'll have to write a lot of code for that. Like this whole, I will have to select that, then I have to change the color and all. It's gonna be more than I can afford. I wanna do the things here right now. So let me just design it on my own. I thought of using this, but it's gonna be no use. Default values, I'm gonna be removing it from here, and coming back to this is how it looks like right now. What is that? How this close the terminal. Yeah, so coming back to this one, it's going to be flex gap is gonna be around 5. Items are gonna be center, and border after border what? Border is gonna be there. Rounded is gonna be large. Padding x is gonna be 3. Probably make it 2. What have I done? I made the let me do one thing. This is much is fine. As for the border color and all, let me cut it. First of all, okay, let it be like this, or even better, let me make them flex column, so they're gonna be looking like this. Item center is great, but that's not that much great, so let me keep the things like this. And the gap, I kept it 5, that's again bad, so let me remove that. So they are gonna be like this, As for this class placeholder, let's not worry about this. So let me get rid of this as well. Let me paste the whole remaining style. So this is how it's gonna be looking like that. And padding x2 py1. Let's see. Overall fine, isn't this 2 to 2 too much? 1 by 2, not really. 1.5. This is fine. They look similar now. If I click here, I will be redirected here. That's fine. What is the next thing? How can it be written? Okay, never mind. Py. That does make sense. What is the next thing? The next thing is that the value you select, choose. Suppose this one I chose here. So that needs to be the value for it. Hi. What is the problem? The value doesn't make any difference here. Never mind. So this is how it's gonna be going on. Apart from this particular thing, what else? I'm selecting the values. I'm getting the file. Once I'm getting the file, I need to. There are two ways. Either I'm directly saving it from the database side, so I will send a request to the database. Database will have the responsibility of saving in the S3 storage. The second way is that I will create the URL, pre-signed URL, and using the pre-signed URL I will be saving it. Earlier what I did, in here, not inside chat, I actually created a pre-signed URL. So this is how pre-signed URL was created. You can just simply search and you will get everything. So yeah, this does work. Even we have to pre-signed URL authenticate. Authentication does not need to be, we don't really need to worry about the authentication part, because the user that is sending that is already authenticated, so this does not need to be here. Okay, good to know that. I can remove this. So this is how I'm generating the pre-signed URL. The code is already written, but what am I gonna be doing here? I'm gonna be saving, this time I will not generate the pre-signed URL, rather I will directly be saving the value. So the simple search going to be how to save in S3 storage. I'm gonna be copying and pasting the code most of the time. How to save the data in the S3 storage, save the image. If there's something missing, so I will be adding that, but most of the things are gonna be same. I just need the code here, and it turns out there is no code as such. Interesting. We just need the client and we have to configure the bucket and all. It will be done. How to save images under a specific folder in S3. So set up AWS S3 bucket for storing images. Let's go with this one. And here what I need to do, okay, whatever is mentioned here we have already done that. Import AWS from AWS SDK, and at last image upload. Even we have to send the whole image. Buffer await from this array buffer. Params bucket, ID and body. The thing is that once we get the file, then there are two options. If what is the type of the file that we get? I'll have to check the type, and if upload to S3, how to save in S3 storage, upload this. So here we are. So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to have S3 client, we need to have list command, we need to have put object. Okay, apart from this particular thing, we need to configure everything the right way. Once everything is actually configured the right way, then we'll get a request. Okay, this is not something that we need. We'll get a post request, which is simply post the data, and over here we are gonna be getting the data in the form data format. So I will have to even get that, and then getting all, yeah, copying and pasting the stuff. So what is the first thing that I need to do? The first thing is this. Again, apart from this particular thing, that's gonna be the profile. Let's remove this chat from here. I will have generate upload URL, and then I will have one more, and that's gonna be profile. Upload profile. Yeah, that's fine. But this needs to be a folder. Upload image. Yeah, that is also good. So upload image, inside I will have route.ts, export function, post, just like this. Let me do one thing to make it really quick. I will explain exactly what it does, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna be copying and pasting everything. Oof. And you don't really need to worry about it. I don't worry about it because this is how this is all about using service, and in the documentation all the steps are mentioned, so you have to just simply copy and paste the stuff. App API documents route, let's not worry about this. Let me get rid of this. Next response, this request getting the S3 command. Okay, I don't need this actually, so let me get rid of this. Put object command, I'm not sure whether I need this. Bucket, what is the name of the bucket? AWS bucket is the name of the bucket. So let me come back here. This is gonna be the name of the bucket. So S3 process.aws region, and apart from this particular thing, few credential stuff. So let me do one thing. As far as the credential is concerned, I already have the S3 client, don't I? Just a sec. This is the S3 client. This is actually coming from AWS. I already have this S3 client over here. Such a good thing. So from here I can just simply export S3. So I can actually get rid of it all. That's amazing. Once this is done, so this S3 is actually gonna be imported from lib. Once I have this, then new listing. Do I need this? Not really. So let's get rid of this, and export function post next request await file array buffer. So I will be getting the data in the form format. Apart from that particular thing, there's gonna be only one request. So in that case, I will be just simply getting a file, and or to be precise, I'm gonna be naming it profile. Yeah, fine, that's fine. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and profile as file. So this is how it's gonna be going on. And once I get that, so I don't need to use this all here. So I'll just simply say that file.array buffer convert into the array format, buffer format. And once it is in the buffer format, just simply put the command send it. Okay, so let me cut this whole thing from here. Not sure why I have to override the types here, but okay, never mind. If it works, I'm not worried. Okay, by the way, file. So let's name it file here, or even better as file. Okay, or let's name it file, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be getting file at the end. And this, what is the problem? Array buffer is missing the following properties, JSON and all. So let me get rid of this. And body, the it comes from body, which is declared this. The expect type comes from the property body, which is declared. Put object command. If I say it as buffer, so the file that I got, the array buffer method blob interface blob is the results. Let's get rid of this. Await is gonna be array buffer. Do I need to convert it to the array buffer for put object? Streaming blob or payload input types, so it takes something blob type. So about as blob array buffer. Body which is declared on the type here for this. So I have the bucket key. What is the key? So I already have the file, so file.name is gonna be the key. File.name is gonna be the key. That is okay, understandable. Bucket, whatever the bucket name I have here. This body as body as any. Buffer problem. Okay, I'm gonna be getting it done directly here. I know I will face the types again and again, type shoes. So I'm gonna be keeping it as any. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't work, we'll figure it out. So apart from this particular thing, S3 response. Response. I'm gonna be checking the response out. Response.json. Alrighty, let's see whether it's gonna be working or not. So what I need to do? It's already running, and I'm gonna be sending a request to this. What else? Upload image, right? Time to upload the image. Postman. Not sure about this particular part. I'm gonna be sending the data in the for format. It should work usually, by the way. That's gonna be a post request, and the request of upload URL image, and it's running on 3000 port 3000 / upload image form data, and that's gonna be file. The value is actually gonna be file. Let's simply select a file. Oh, let's select this demo.png. Double click, selected, upload it here. Probably it is. I need something else. In that case, this PNG file, upload it. Maybe size is too much here. Okay, it worked. Okay, file, send the request. Server action not found. Probably I need to restart this. Okay, that should be API / okay, sorry, not just upload. API / upload image. It will be stuck. Okay, it's still starting out. That's crazy, yeah. In the development mode, it takes a lot of time. Even if I'm using Burn, it just takes lots of time. It's still starting, getting ready, then compiling. Okay. How long will it take? Empty object. Question. Why? So response that I'm getting is 3A client send. Put object command. I'm using it the right way. Do I need to await it? Don't know. Let's give it a try this way as well. Send the request again. Yeah, but I don't need to await it, I think. Otherwise it returns some string. Let me go to S3 client AWS SDK. Put command. Put command is not here. Upload object and page. Upload bucket metadata. Rename. Put object hold configuration. Why am I getting this issue here? First of all, let me check is this being uploaded or not. So check this thing out. Loading. Sign in. Amazing. Now I have to sign in. For signing in, I need to go to the terrace and then getting it done. This is gonna be crazy. So what do I need to do now? I can't really sign in even if I want right now. So 237. Time to continue from here only. So tomorrow, forget about completing it. There are a lot of things that need to be done. Maybe tomorrow it's gonna be done. We have to work on this particular functionality. Update the password, update the profile. Once that is done, after that 239. How long has it been? It's been 2 hours. I will be live for one more hour. So let me take a break for a while. I will be even getting this signing thing done. I'll be going live again, and hopefully in that live these things are gonna be done, and tomorrow we will be working on the deployment part, because most of the things we have already worked on. There are few things that are remaining, so we will be going through them. So if possible, I'll be going live today itself, otherwise I'll be going live tomorrow. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be done. This project will be completed within a couple of days. That is a good thing. Alrighty, by the way, let's simply call it here and go to continue from here. Whenever I just go live again, either today or tomorrow, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, congratulations, this is gonna be done soon, and then we will be deploying it on AWS, so that's gonna be a good thing. Bye bye, take care, and I'm gonna be catching up soon. See you.